Right, hello guys. Here we are again on the live demo slams. This is session 16. Welcome back. We took it. We didn't do it at the end of the month. We're going to do it at the start of the month now. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, guys, starting with Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian Gray. I'm in Austin, Texas. I'm just north of downtown where it's Austin City Limits Festival weekend, #1. I'm staying away from the crowds so that I can be here.
And Chris.
Good day, everyone. My name is Chris Betcher. I'm coming to you from Sydney, Australia, and I'm probably the reason we're doing this at the start of the month, not the end of the month. I keep running out of bandwidth at the end of the month. So thank you.
Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick Cusimano. I am a theater and film teacher in St. Louis, Missouri, joining you from the Missouri Summit featuring Google for Education. Also here with Donnie Piercy, who may or may not be able to join us, but it's good times.
Okay, I'm Lee Webster. I'm usually in Bangkok. I'm in the Philippines at the moment, GEG leaders of APEC. So hopefully my bandwidth will hold up in the hotel. Okay, first up to do a slam is Brian. Okay, tell me when you're ready, Brian. I'll start the clock.
Okay, give me just a second to share the screen and we'll be ready to go. If you can see Mrs. Poole's slide, I'm ready to go.
Okay. And off you go.
So one of the teachers, Mrs. Poole, has wants to do a web-based e-portfolio for each of her students, but she doesn't have time to create that many websites one at a time. So she created a template, a portfolio template site, and went to SiteMaestros. We're going to use this template and use the SiteMaestro add-on to create a site for every student in the class. I've done some of the preliminary setup already, so we're picking it up at step 4 where we're ready to actually create the site. At step 4, we're going to paste in the link to the template site. We're going to determine what permissions each student has on his own site. We can make him either an owner or an editor. We can choose the site naming permissions. So we can say first name, you want to be sure to spell it correctly, and choose some optional settings if you want. Tell it to save and continue, and create the sites. Click that button. It's going to go out and create a site for every student who is on the list. I've only got 3 students in the class right now because I don't want this to take too long. I've only got 3 minutes. But as you can see, as it creates each of the sites, it's telling us exactly where it is in the process. It's copied the site, it's renamed the site, it's showing us the link to the site, and when it's done, then we click one more button and it'll go out and add the permissions to that site to make the student either an owner or editor, whatever you set. While those permissions are being set, we can go over, take a look at this from the student's view. Right at the moment, the student doesn't have any sites yet. We refresh his page. There's Pete's portfolio. It's ready to go. And as you can see, it's a duplicate of the original portfolio, except up here at the top, it's been renamed to match what the settings were. Back on the teacher's site, we've got the list of every student, all of their settings, a link to their site. On the management tools, we can go in, maybe, come on, there you go. We can go in and change several options. We can get the most recent edits by the student or by anyone. We can get collaborators. We can change the student roles. And that's my Google Slam.
Okay.
Fan of the slam.
Slam. Okay, and next up, cheers, Brian. Next up is Nick. Nick, you there?
I am here. Sorry, multitasking.
All you people wanting tickets will just have to stand in line.
I do.
Oh, yes.
What's your last name? Immordino, I-M-M-O-R.
You're a brave man trying to
So when you're ready, Nick's trying to do
Okay.
20 things at once here. He's at the summit.
Yeah.
And he's on the front desk. Not a good time to do the slam, but never mind.
Well,
Wow.
it's the time when we had it scheduled. And so let me just share screen, and we'll start my 3 minutes so I can.
We say
Take a
women
look.
are multitasking the men. There you go.
Okay, I'm set to go.
Okay, ready? Go.
Hi. So I want to show the brand new features that they added to Google Forms, which I'm very excited about. One, they've now allow you to change your theme, which is such, that we can step into the 2014 for that instead of 2006. I like that part. So you can change the theme and really customize it. What you can also do, which I really like, is you can only allow one person per response, and so they can only take the test once, and then you can do shuffle order and on questions. So when you are giving a quiz to students, you can have them shuffle the order on those multiple choice questions, and those pick your thing. Like this is a whole list. So under advanced settings, you can shuffle option order. So those cheaters, it's made it that much harder for them because you can do that on multiple questions. Now, one little thing I did find out while working on it last night is you need to kind of break up your name part and do that on separate pages, because otherwise the name's in the middle of the form, and hopefully that's something they can address later, Google can. So like here, my first name, last name, it's just in random order because all my questions are random order now. But then you can click and continue to the next one.
A lot of people here.
And then it'll shuffle the order questions for that, so that makes it so students can't cheat. So I love that new feature part of it. And so that was a big jump, and then they can only do it once.
1 minute,
Which
Nick.
is great. And that's all I have to say about Google Forms. Check them out. Really some nice new features, and Slam.
Nice.
Uh,
Yeah, they really need a little checkbox that says don't shuffle this question, don't they?
I feel like I should be doing
Yeah.
That's quite cool. You have loads of time left there, Nick. Okay, who wants to keep time for me, guys? Anybody? Don't
Yeah, I
all
can.
put your hands up at once.
No, happy to do it. Just give me a sec.
Anybody got a timer?
Yeah. Hang on, just let me find it. Okay. Oops.
Okay.
Yep, whenever you're ready.
Right, just screen share. Can you see the screen? Yeah. Okay, go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I found this the other day. It's called Mapbox, and what it does, it takes Google Maps, and you can customize your maps. So first of all, go to Google, go to Mapbox, sign up, and then go to create a new project. Once you've done that, you get the map that comes up. And what this is different to Google Maps is, if you click on style, if I change, you can change the land colors to what you want. So I've just gone on land. I can change that. I can change the watercolor. Let's go for a darker. Let's go for a red, I suppose. There you go. You can change the areas. Okay. The aerial colors. If I zoom in, you can see that. Let's have a look. Yeah. Let's do that in red, I suppose. There we go. And then also, if you go to data at the top, you can mark places, okay, and name them. You can draw lines like you can in My Maps. Yeah. And join them up. You can draw polygons. Yeah, there you go. Let's draw that. Let's change the colours on there, I suppose. There's that one. And once you've done that and you've designed your own map, if you go to projects, project settings, if I save that, it saves pretty quickly to the test. Password. This is the right password. Come on. Yes. Let's go back there. Sorry. Complete project.
1 minute.
After line. Save code. Oh, there you go. Info. And then you've got your data. You can download it as KML. You can share here. You can share the link. And also what you can do is you can copy that embedded link and embed it into a Google site.
Another 30 seconds.
My slap.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay, let me just get this up.
I saw we talked about a similar thing on the Edgecast the other day for making maps, and it's not that tool, it's a different one, but you can turn your map into like pirate maps and all sorts of sort of weird, wacky maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, got the screen. Sorry. Okay. Right. Next up is Chris, and I see Alison has joined us, so she'll be joining us. Okay. I'll do the time. So just tell me when you're ready, Chris.
Yeah. Let me just share this screen. I think I want that one. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Got it, Chris.
Excellent. Okay. Anytime you're ready. You going? Okay, I guess he started. So one of the things I always like to do at the start of every class that I get is a little survey, a getting to know you survey, and this is an example of one of them here, and you can see I've collected some data from the kids here, just asked them some questions about themselves. And one of the things about this is it's hard to read when it's in this format. This is how it's come in directly from the Google form in the response page. What would be really nice if we could merge this into one single sheet, so you could just read each kid's response on a single sheet. And it's possible to do that with tools like Autocrat. You can create a merged document, you can merge all this data together, but it's quite fiddly and there's a lot of messing around to do it. So I was really excited when I discovered this little add-on called Save as Doc, and you can see it's down there in my add-ons collection. And I'll just click the Start button, and it will just chug away for a moment. Open the panel on the right-hand side here. And what I'll do is I'll just give it a name. I'll just call it summary. That's fine. I'll tick this box that says use the first row as the headers. And you can see up in the top row here, I've got actually a row there of headers. You can choose the heading style. I'll just use the standard heading 1 from the document, and I'll add a page break after each row, which means it'll put every set of responses on a different page. What this will essentially do is it'll take each row of this spreadsheet and treat it as a single document. So when I just click this button here to select all the data, so you can see it's all highlighted now, and click Save as Doc, and that will just chug away for a moment there, and it will generate a document based on every row of that sheet becoming a page in a doc. Let's click and open that doc now, and you can see, so here is the summary of the first student, and if I just scroll down, you'll see there's the summary of the second student, there's the summary of the third student, and so on and so on. So I've now got a really easily collated, easily printable set, if I wanted to print them, set of documents that gives me a nice, easy-to-read summary for each student in my class. And we have tons of documents in our collection of docs at school that do that kind of thing, where we end up with these really hard-to-read spreadsheets where the data's just scattered all through the sheet, and the data's all there, it's just hard to read. So I really like Save as Doc. You can get it from the Google Chrome Web Store. It's just there right now, and there's a link in the Google Demo Slam sheet for this Slam. So Slam.
Okay, loads of time left there. Yeah, I like that, definitely. Okay, and if Alison's there, Alison, you there? I know she's at a summit. Is she there?
I am here. I'm here. I was walking around. I didn't want to distract Chris's presentation. They were doing part, and I said, "Oh my gosh, why am I not plugged in?"
Okay. So when you're
So
ready,
I can do a quick demo slam. It's not going to be too long, and it's pretty simple.
okay.
And I am ready to go. I'm going to do a quick screen share.
Where are you at the moment?
I'm in Prague.
Okay.
Is that why you're in black and white? It's like an Eastern European thing?
I set my setting at black and white now because that way if I get up really early and have to jump into a hangout, I've got a little buffer there.
Oh.
It's helpful. All right, so I'm going to share, and I have what's called Kid Picker. And it may have been brought up before, but I use it all the time, especially at summits, because I use it to select people as winners for the prizes.
Mm-hmm.
And what I have is a spreadsheet. This is called my Kid Picker. What's up?
You want me to start the clock?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Start
about a
it.
minute
I'm
ago.
going to use a minute. Good grief.
Okay.
Yes. Start the clock.
Your screen shares. Gone.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can now. Ready? Go.
I'm ready. Okay. What I want to share with you is a simple, it's like a Google Apps script called Kid Picker, and it's really basic. So if you go to let me give you the link, bit.ly Kid Picker. So all you folks out there, all you have to do is go to bit.ly/Kid Picker. And I think Dee Lanier shared this with me a while back. And I'm not sure who developed it. Andrew Stillman, of course. So here I can select a class. So I'm going to choose today my Prague group. The first winner would be Ian. And so the object behind this is that you could randomize who you're calling on throughout the day, or you can mark them as absent. And you can have up to 3 classes or three different dates to choose from. Let me show you what this spreadsheet looks like. So when I go to the bit.ly the first time, I'll create a spreadsheet. But from that point forward, every time I click on this, it goes to the one spreadsheet I have in my Google Drive. All I need to do is put the first and last names in. So I update this at every event. I use it to pick winners of prizes. And then once my spreadsheet is populated, I just go to the bit.ly, I grab the class that I want to pick from, and I just pick the next student. And if you do want to use it for events, you have to mark people as absent. So if this person had left early, I would mark them as absent and then pick the next student. And by marking them absent, it prevents it from calling on it again. So you won't pick the same person over and over again. All right, and that's all I wanted to share with you today. Short and sweet, good way to end a Saturday demo slam.
Wow, okay. Thanks, Alison. That was short and sweet. Everybody's done it short and sweet this week, but there's been some great slams. The voting form's up. Please vote for your favourite slammer. It's great to see most of the team back. I'm afraid Donnie couldn't make it because he's at the summit with Nick, and he got confused with the time zone, and he's actually presenting next time. So hopefully we'll see him on the next one. Okay, thanks for viewing, guys. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.